It's lights out, and away we go. Dixon gets off to a very good start, but not as good as Melios is alongside him round the outside as they come through the kink before they come to the first braking zone of Tamburello. Dixon in front then of the Red Bull of Melios. Rose Republic going side by side with Big Swan as he gets a great start. Rose Republic ran out wide there, and he's going to lose positions to the other Ferrari of William Gaming and the McLaren of Winfield. So Rose Republic has dropped back from his starter position. Dixon remains in front, ahead of Melios. It's the two Ferraris of Big Boss Boss and William Gaming. Winfield in 5th place for McLaren. It's Rose Republic, Pimis, City King just getting ahead of Terades. Liverpool fan running out the top 10 so far. And I think apart from Rose Republic running wide at Tamburello, it seems as though the rest of the field have got through there unscathed. Makes a slightly different line to what Swan is using at the moment. Can he get him on the inside here into turn 15? Vengeance thought about going for it. Swan runs wide. Vengeance may get the switch back here. He's got a better exit. Here we go then, side by side, as they come towards the mid-onto corner, turn 17. Has Vengeance done it? Yes, he has! Vengeance takes the lead with 1 corner remaining. He's going to win the Russian Grand Prix for Williams. Vengeance wins ahead of Swan. What a brilliant finale to the race that was. Jason's going to finish on the podium, I think. No, he's not. It's Safi who goes to the podium for Ferrari. And Aaron takes 4th for Red Bull. Vintage is there. Freeman running wide again on the exit of Graham Hill Bend. Drifter's on the inside, look here into Surtees, and Drifter's through. So Drifter, with less than 3 minutes to go, leads in Brands Hatch. And could that be the decisive moment in this race? Martin through sector 2 is 4.5 tenths up from before, so he's got a good chance of actually moving up the order here, is the Alfa Romeo driver. This is a very good effort from him so far. He may decide to go for another attempt because he's got time to actually go for another run before the checker flag falls. So Martin over the line for Alfa Romeo. Goes up to P3 with that. Brilliant lap time there from Martin. We didn't expect him to get up that high. That was an excellent final sector, and in sector 2 especially. Jaiho doesn't improve. Lap time invalidated, so he does not go any higher than 9th. Dropped us through sector 2. 1 minute 2.9, that's the best time we've seen by this stage of the lap. So Droft is very much in play for pole position here. He's half a second behind Colin. If he can keep this up, he may just pip into pole position. Droftus through Club Corner. Gets the power down out of Club Corner. 1 corner to get through before he goes onto the Hamel Straight. Droftus over the line, and he goes to pole position by nearly 3 tenths of a second. So Droftus at the moment, he's on pole position for the time being, but Colin is improving through sector 2. Can he find any more time in the last part of the lap in the Red Bull? Droftus and Colin over the line, misses out by a tenth. And I don't think anyone else is improving. So Droftus on pole position for Alpine here at Silverstone. In the C1 category in the CDR. Brilliant, brilliant lap. 2 more corners to get through now. And Mr. Joker doing all he can to get the gap down. Oh, and Turbo spins, he's lost it! Turbo has lost it, he's out of the race with 1 corner remaining. That has the lead to Mystic Joker, who's going to take victory here in Abu Dhabi. Mystic Joker wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix in the Tier 1 category. Becco finishes 2nd, and I think Exotic Alpha could be on the... No, it's Pimis who's on the podium for Williams to do all that. Romans Republic in 4th. Exotic Alpha in 5th. Liverpool fans 6th.
And he's got 5 seconds to make up on Metnish. Now we know that Sato is in a much more competitive machine than the Colonial, so we should expect him to close up rather soon. Gap is currently 5.3 seconds between Metnish and Sato, so just keep an eye out on that gap the next time they do cross over the line, which will be the start-finish straight.
Now they need to make sure they get through here nicely here and fairly. We've already had 1 accident here. We've had a load of accidents in this race through Eau Rouge and Radion, whether it's cars going side by side or just a car going off by itself. And look at this. Oh, it's an accident for Fozzie Bear. Huge, huge accident. Mackie didn't quite see him in time, sent him into the wall, and Fozzie Bear, the championship leader, is out of the Belgian Grand Prix. Yep, so he will not keep the point for the fastest lap because he's out of the race. Kovalainen, yet another retirement from this Bahrain Grand Prix. Can his teammate hold on to the race lead here? Because Mr. Grumpy has got DRS on the start-finish straight. Which way is Inossi going to go here? He's going to go to the right. Holds his line low, covers his line low. That's very smart driving there from Billy as he holds his line into turn 1. No contact made on the exit, and they will do battle once more on the exit of turn 3. Mr. Grumpy with DRS into the slipstream of the Aston Martin. Now he's going to go to the outside like we've seen other drivers do earlier. Not quite so there, but he's able to do the switch back on the exit of turn 4. Mr. Grumpy not alongside the Aston Martin. Inossi stays ahead. Oh, Mr. Grumpy got caught out on the curbs there and falls back a little bit from the Aston Martin. Here we go then, one last time on the start-finish straight. Can Mr. Grumpy get the job done? Into turn 1, we ride on board with the Alpine now. Which way is Inossi going to go? He's going to go to the right like he did so last time. Into turn 1, covers his line now. This is very smart driving from Inossi so far. Now, Mr. Grumpy, can he get into the switch and get good drive coming out of turn 3? DRS is open on the Alpine. He's not close enough to have a go there, so Inossi should be able to fend him off between now and the checkered flag, but one mistake from Inossi and the victory will go to Mr. Grumpy. Yeah, Mr. Grumpy not close enough to have a go. So, that may well be his last chance gone, but never give up until the checkered flag. It's not over until it is over. But the Aston Martin Space is out of the race. Inossi has lost it. With a few corners remaining, that hands the lead to Mr. Grumpy and Alpine. Mr. Grumpy from the back of the field at the start of the race is going to take victory in Bahrain in F13 in the PSGL. Mr. Grumpy, in the unlikeliest of circumstances, wins the Bahrain Grand Prix in Sakhir. Now, who's going to take second place? I think it's going to be Istrai because Steve has picked up another time penalty. Gareth Hall's going to miss out on second, so Istrai is second. Gareth Hall is third. Joshi Washi up to fourth. Steve is fifth with the time penalty applied. Luke Red sixth. Sabetti seventh. Dino is eighth. What drama on the last lap, Jake Warrior, to Inossi.
Volia diving past Sol. I think Volia's on fresher tyres actually, hence why he dropped back a few positions when he pitted. So, but yeah, he's coming back through now into third position in GTM as Dorison in the Maison Blanche. Sorry, saying the Maison Blanche, he's going through the Maison Blanche as the go back to Sol, who's just been overtaken by Volia a moment ago. He's 11 seconds clear of Brookshire, who's also going through the Voltzer chicane. And there's Brunga, who's further down the order, 23rd overall. Ahead of him, I think Tyrannis has just gone past him. So it's going to be a bit of interesting action actually to watch Tyrannis make his way through the field before he does catch up to those within the LMP 900.
Does he go to the outside in turn 1? He does so. He will have the DRS on the exit of 1. Pulls alongside, and that's him through, surely ahead of the Alfa Romeo. Martin has the DRS as well, but keeps hold of his position, but he runs a bit too far wide at 2. And Jobs is surely through, is he? Oh, Michael's out of it! Michael's crashed out at turn 3! So Michael from the race lead has thrown it all away with 3 laps to go. He was trying to build up a gap from those behind, but he has dropped it on the exit the third corner. With only 3 laps remaining, his race has come to a premature close. And Joyhu is now into the lead of the Hungarian Grand Prix. But for how long? Because he's got the Ferrari of Droftus all over the back of his gearbox, who could snatch victory by the scruff of his neck. So Droftus is now within DRS range. Surely he's going to get the move done on the Haas, on the pit straight. He's got 2 bites of the cherry. There's no way I don't think Joyhu will hold this off. 2 laps to go. Droftus through ahead of the Haas. He remarkably takes back the lead of the Hungarian Grand Prix. Who would have thought of that? About 10 or so laps ago. Droftus on course for 2 wins out of 3 in Season 3, Tier 1 in the CDR. Splendid stuff. But he never gave in. Round the last corner, Droftus for Ferrari wins the Hungarian Grand Prix. He takes the lead in the Drivers' Championship after 3 rounds. Joyhu comes home to finish second for Haas. Martin third for Alfa Romeo. Noodles comes home fourth. Gary on debut fifth. Sinek 6th, Flick 7th, Hartnell up to 8th with the penalties applied, Sims down to 9th, Bruce 10th.
Be big. He needs
It
to
could
get
be
past
big.
him.
Yeah, here we go.
Here we
Look,
go.
Gareth Hall on the inside of NSR. Has he done
Oh,
it?
it's
No, he
done.
hasn't.
It's done.
Contact with him and
no.
Tomo Jr. in the Alfa Romeo at turn 1 and
Oh,
turn
my
2.
goodness.
That's a bad blow there for Gareth Hall and his championship hopes. There's still 5 races to go after this one, but this is not what he needed. He could have been on the podium had not been for that collision, but he's doing it all the way as Gareth Hall through NSR's antics. Smithy's about to complete his final lap here at the Red Bull Ring. It's been that sort of race. Unlike any other race, Smithy's going to come through and win on the roads. For the time being, at least, Alex Illiar in the Alfa Romeo is going to win the Prospect Tier race here in Austria. He wins the Austrian Grand Prix, for now at least. Smithy drops to second. Jess is on the podium for Alpine in third place. By far her best results of the season. She'll be absolutely delighted with that. We've just seen Demon cross over the line first. We've just seen the Williams go through the DRS polystyrene ball on the pit straight. So Demon 4th, Wilkins 5th, Metz 6th, Euro 7, Jason 8, Storm Mike, Matthias in 10 do that. Mr. Grumpy through on Alimonda for third place now. Or is he? Because Alimonda's still alongside into the Senna S, and Alimonda stays in front for now. Gareth will want to get in on the act here. Here we go then, on to the Red Poster. Gareth Hall's got DRS. Oh my goodness me, a drag race down to the Cedar Lago. And would you believe it? Gareth Hall completes an astonishing double overtake on the Alpine and the AlphaTauri to put his Williams back up into third place. So Freeman leaves his box now. And he'll rejoin in sixth place. Here we go, look, Spacey on the inside of Will Freeman. And he's through, nicely done. It was bound to happen at some point, and Spacey got the move done into Tosa Hairpin. That was a splendid manoeuvre there from Spacey. He piled on the pressure, and it paid off. Freeman trying to fight back, but to no avail. And so the Ginetta moves up into sixth place, or fifth place it'll be now, on the road. Freeman trying to fight back, though, through Ackerman Arali.